loud and then went quiet
Going live.
because he had all the Vanguard show up.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh shit, where's my notebook thingy at? Oh, sorry, yeah. No, I don't have this set up. Oh, I'm so horrible today. After yesterday's catastrophe of things. Yes, yes. Ow! Freaking hurt. Stab myself in the ear.
I can see clearly now that Matrix is short.
I'm short?
He's a short boy? What?
He's short.
No.
Me short?
Shorter
I'd
than
believe
me.
it. I'd believe it.
Well, you're like a fucking giant over there.
I know. I want to know where my
Like a big old Igor over here. Stan just 6'4".
Last master.
Belongs in the short end of the NBA.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, turn this
Oh,
around.
so I started playing a little bit of Sins of a Solar Empire with the Halo mod again last night,
Yeah.
and it was pretty fun.
Alright, where'd my pen go? Damn it, Visor.
What?
I'm just blaming you right now. Trying to look
God damn it, man.
fucking pen.
Get the fuck up, bitch!
You free!
Why you always causing trouble?
Because I can.
Thank you. Where's my goddamn pen? Oh, there it is. Ah! Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Right, meow.
yeah, yeah.
Right, mirror. Right, meow.
I'm trying to get papers together, and it's like, what? Oh, crap. Okay, I got that screen. Okay, I'll flip the other one, and then I'll put it on the main screen to do that. Oh, God, I don't have pages up. I'm so horrible. I'm so sorry.
You were playing as the Covenant.
Shh. I am not. Well, maybe.
Maybe just a little.
Oh God, that's a dreaded sound.
Yes.
And then you yell out Yahtzee.
Yahtzee!
Everybody's freaking out. Oh my God, what's he rolling for? What's he rolling for?
Well, no, you just hear this sound and go, oh no.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Anybody got heals? Anybody got heals? Prepare! Shielding! Anything! Panic ensues!
Just Visor yelling out over the intercom, man, your battle stations!
We're
would do
fucked!
that,
We're fucked, man! Game over, man!
Game over!
We're screwed. We're dead. Oh. I just got a personal message from somebody. She didn't want to put it on the stream chat. Oh my God. I didn't even see you were typing. I'm sorry. God.
Wait, what happened?
Nix, she messaged me directly. I had my phone silenced, so I see my screen light up. Like, who the hell's messaging me? I start laughing. It's like, oh my God, you are such dorks. Man, how am I even knowing any of you? Jesus Christ. I'm like,
You love us
Nix,
and you know it.
Nix, you know you love it. That's why you keep coming back.
I swear, I don't know why she's sticking around at times, because I've driven her up a wall a few times too many, I think. But I'm like, okay. She's not going to respond now, because I think she's pissed. I bet you're pissed. You going to be mad at me? Bring it. Bring it.
Yeah, well, now I've
know,
got
don't
Coheed and Cambria stuck in my head. So.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
All right. So what are we
Okay.
on? 15.
I think it's 15. I
Wow.
hope it's 15. Because I just put it... I can change it in the YouTube thing side of it when it's recorded over there. And I've been finding when I do re-upload there, I'm just going into that software that I showed you, Dave, and just re-record it into an MP4, and it goes up faster. It works better. So
Yeah.
I'm just doing that. It's taking a little longer to do it, but it actually is saving me about an hour's worth of time. It's like, this is so much easier. Oh, hello.
Yeah, I mean, if that works for you to upload it that way, just for that, I mean, by all means,
Yeah.
whatever.
And then we can catalog it. I mean, I still have a clip of somebody slamming into a roof, you know.
Shut the fuck up.
What? I mean, hey, dancing around coffin, you know.
See, he's already provided us with so many great moments. I mean, the rooftop, getting locked in the little coffin box, and just imagining it shaking in anger.
My
Like,
hand point out.
you already got
"Get
this-
out."
Get me out of this fucking box!
I need to point out that I am the one that is the comedic relief.
And I'm just sitting there pointing my hand. Get a recording of this.
And yet you're somehow the leader of this operation.
Yeah.
I'm just moral support.
And he goes, Theo, man, things are going bad. I need some support here. He's going off the deep end again. Oh god.
All right, we about ready?
Yep.
I'm just over here doing stupid shit in Sins of a Solar Empire, so.
Oh, so nothing
Yeah.
different. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, nothing different at all. All right. All right, as always, DeanDestinyProject.com. If you like to check out the books, give them some love, because without them, this game is not possible. All right. So, when we last left our heroes, Uros Shale, Elias Norwood, Theo 11, and their ghosts, DB, Paradox, and Nova, the party made their way back to the remains of Stonehorn in an attempt to decrypt the data they recovered in New York. Their recent defeat weighing heavily on their minds, the party made their way back to the facility, but before they made their way back to the server room, a rustle was heard from the garden. A brief chase ensued, and the party caught up with one of the child's survivors, 13-year-old Amelia Allen, the daughter of the now deceased town's mechanic. After some discussion and assuring they were not the enemy here, and recognizing Uros, she agreed to help them to reach the server room and decrypt the data they had uncovered. After working their way through the server room and beginning to decrypt the data, some time would have to pass, an alert came over that a fallen scouting party was inbound. With some quick thinking, Elias blocked the entrance of the vault with some debris and hid the party behind the vault door. Now the party sits quietly, weapons ready, as the fallen begin to drop in. So just so I'm clear on positioning here, who's going to be closest to the door?
I'd say we're probably equal distance from the door.
I think the only one that's the farthest away would be
So
me.
like you guys are kind
Yeah.
of like cover the flanks like left and right, or like how are you?
Well, if they're gonna come through that tunnel, they're gonna be in a kill zone no matter what.
Right, but I'm just trying to understand the positioning, like who's sitting where, because I don't have a map for this particular section, so we're gonna kind of do theater of the mind with this.
I guess I'd just be a little bit further back to, if we're looking at the door from the inside, I'd be to the right, and I guess Matrix to the left, or Uros to the left.
Yeah, because I figured that way we were aiming down. We could be behind like cabinet or something, or one of the counters.
Something that
or
would work
something.
as armor,
Yeah,
or
like,
like
Okay.
cover.
give us a little cover, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Well, because you've got the server shelves like that are in the middle of the room here for you, so like they're not
Yeah.
gonna really provide a cover for you. They're gonna be long hallways, and the doorway is perpendicular to the door.
Okay.
So I mean, you can. There's some debris that you can. That's gonna be further back that you can use for like cover, so you can give you like half cover if you want to do that. Otherwise, you can take the flank position, and if they do come through the door, you'd be in the flank position either to the left or to the right.
Okay. I mean, I'd take
Okay.
that. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
'Cause at least we're on each side of it. We're ready to flank them anyway because we're just sitting there right down on each side, aiming down.
Yeah, and I mean positional wise, like Visor just said, you
Right.
guys are gonna have them in a kill box, like no matter what. So whoever's gonna come through first is pretty much gonna get shredded. So it's just gonna be a matter of positioning, like who's gonna be where and who's gonna have cover.
I got a question.
Mhm.
How high is the door above the vault entrance? Like the hole in the thing?
Well, the door itself does stand roughly about 15 feet. The hole in the door itself is maybe about 6.5 feet.
So how high is the roof in this area then?
You mean like
The roof
ceiling?
is gonna be about 30 feet. This
30
is a
feet?
very tall room. Yeah.
Are there rafters?
Ooh.
There's some lighting rafters, but they're very very light. They don't look like they're gonna support a person.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you immediately realized what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's why I signal that to you. Is like it's not there's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be able to hold your weight.
It was a good idea though.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. I knew what you're going for, but yeah, the scaffolding here is just to hold the lighting.
Yeah. Because technically, if I was able to make it up there and sit up there, I could get flanking shots behind them from above.
Mm-hmm.
Pew 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 pew.
But I guess it's just hurry up and wait.
Okay. And then Megu, you'll be working on the decryption in the back with Amelia.
Yes, however, I will provide a bubble shield for the guys, so if they need to, they can retreat to it.
Okay,
How
so
long does
did
it
you
last
want to
then?
drop it immediately,
It
or did you want to wait until the call signal to drop it?
possibly for the call. That way I know. That way it's not. Does it have a duration? I don't think it does.
I think it's a minute, but that'd be like 10 turns in like combat time.
Yeah. So I know that I know my barricade lasts for a minute. I remember that. I
Yep,
don't
I
particularly
think-
remember for my ult.
I feel like the bubble does, but it's also concentration, so you might be able to hold it with concentration.
I think I don't think it requires concentration, as since it has high AC, it can withstand some shots. It's just that with concentration,
it's-
I can negate the damage.
Okay.
Let me quickly check. Okay, yeah, it's a concentration, and it lasts up to a minute.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Because you can't have like an infinite bubble going like
Yeah.
with like a concentration. Like you wouldn't really be able to do that. So
And I can't, and I think I can concentrate on it. To which, if it takes damage, if I'm concentrating on it, there'll be the chance of it not taking damage of the attack. If I don't,
you
it'll be
you can
just
negate the damage
AC.
inside the bubble. Like it's that moment where like your like bunch of missiles are shooting the bubble or whatever. You can withstand that damage so long as you're still inside concentrating, and you'll be able to basically keep the bubble up.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah, it's got duration still.
as long as I'm within 100 feet of it, it shouldn't go down.
Gotcha. Okay, so then you'll have that ready on someone's call.
Yep. So I guess I'm more
Alright.
or less preparing.
Okay. So are you guys gonna just go stealth for this? Like you're just gonna sit quietly and wait?
And I'm gonna like
yeah,
prepare shots for anything other than probably like a drag coming through.
Okay. Visor. Well, Elias and Uros, both of you make stealth checks, since you guys will be closest to the door.
Still check, still check. Where's
Let
my
me bring in
stealth?
my character sheet.
There it is. I don't even know what it says because I didn't bring that screen up.
Would we have advantage since we're preparing for this?
I'd say you would, just because you're gonna have the element of surprise, and you're hidden inside a room, so you guys are gonna have advantage for this. So.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay. All right, so you guys don't have any visual cameras to be able to see what's coming out there, but you do hear the sounds of an engine from a fallen dropship coming in. You do start to hear some voices, but they're still too distant to recognize what they're saying, even if you do understand Elixni,
Mm-hmm.
which I do know that you do.
I do
So
too.
you can hear like some of them speaking, but you can't understand them yet because they're still investigating the town. So a few minutes passes, you still hear the voices, and after a little bit, they start to get a little bit louder. You hear in Elixni, stench of blood, strong here.
I just keep quiet.
You start to hear heavier footsteps. It's from your position. It sounds like they're starting to go towards the garden, where the light source would be coming from.
Wait, I thought the garden was inside the vault.
No, the garden is near the
It's-
vault. The
it's
vault is a
just
separate
outside
room
of it.
itself. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they start to go investigate the garden. A few more minutes passes. Those heavy footsteps kind of get close again, and you hear in Elixni, grab anything not held down. Strip the place of what we can. This place is of no use to us.
I'm gonna say through my helmet intercom, do we want to try to bring them in?
I don't know.
Like,
if it'd
it's
be
just
wise.
between me, Eros, and Theo.
Would it even be worth it?
I don't know. That's why I'm leaving it up to y'all.
There's not much left out there. We could just stay here stealth and wait.
Yeah, let's just wait it out.
Because we also have another person with us.
Amelia hears this and goes, "There's still some valuable tech out there. We might need it. And if they interfere with anything with the electrical systems, they could stop the decryption."
Think we're gonna have to step in then if we need this
Yeah.
stuff. Shit.
Throw a rock at the debris.
Yeah, let's do this.
I guess I'm gonna throw a rock
Paradox, in your helmet, Elias Paradox, it advises you. There's heavy signals out there. I'm counting at least 7, but I don't know what they are.
We faced worse.
On your call.
All right, your call.
Ready when you are.
We can't take the risk of that, the supercomputers going down. And I throw a rock that hits a piece of metal, like, against the debris that's covering the door.
Okay. They definitely hear it. You hear, check over there. and you start to hear, and Elias, you'll recognize the sound of shanks.
Hmm.
And you hear them getting closer and closer, and they're right about in front of the debris right now. They're scanning it. They're looking around. Okay, one of them finds it. One of them does manage to peek around the debris and notices that there is a little bit of a hole there, and it tries to it hovers over the debris and tries to move itself down in and get a look in.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna hold fire and wait until it's full inside.
On your call, I'll set up my defense.
Okay. So, because of the debris, it does kind of struggle to get in, but it after a little bit of a thump, it does manage to come in, and you see it just it slowly move its way in. Make both of you make stealth checks again for me.
14.
I wanna.
14, okay.
Well,
and
we'd
17.
also have advantage too.
Yeah, well, this one you won't, just because he's in the vicinity of you. So this one you don't have advantage. But either way, actually, you guys did good because he rolled a 4. So, the
Ooh.
shank rolls in, and because of the darkness of the room, it does not see you. It is looking down the hall, and it does look like it does notice something down there, and it moves into the room and starts now moving down the hallway.
I'm gonna take a shot at it before it leaves the hall,
Okay.
and this would technically be a surprise shot too.
Yep, this is going to be a surprise attack. So, yep. Go ahead and roll the attack.
Uh, 15.
Okay, yep,
And
that definitely hits.
that'll be for the first shot because I can fire 4.
Okay, go ahead and you're probably only going to need one more shot because it's a shank. So, just do it again. Yeah,
18
that
too.
your second shot kills it. So, yeah, you pop off 2 shots. Boom, boom. And the shank just explodes and just falls over. And then you start to hear Fallen scream outside. It's dead, it's a trap. And this is where combat will be.
No more surprise.
Yeah,
Is it gonna play? Come on.
Yeah,
What's happening?
we can hear it.
I hear it.
It's not. It just didn't show like it was playing for me on the jukebox.
Oh.
So there it goes.
We can hear it though.
Okay. Yeah, it was just frozen on my end. All right. All right. So you guys are you gonna try to push out, or are you gonna stay in position?
We're gonna make them come to us.
Okay.
Bottleneck them.
All right. So I gonna need to get initiative for a couple of guys. So go ahead, roll initiative. Megu, actually, I want you to roll initiative too, just so you can be in the turn order for when you drop your bubble.
I think. Yeah, I did the right thing.
Okay, thank you.
I had to sit there and go, did I click the right
18.
one?
That's very nice. Okay. So just bear with me a minute. I gotta get all this down. All right, Matrix, you are gonna be first.
Oh boy.
So you kind of already established the plan of leading them in. Did you just want to ready an action here, or did you want to move into a different position?
Well, they don't really know where we're sitting at right now, do they?
No, at the
No,
moment you
I
would
don't
still
think so.
have the element of surprise when they will come in. But that's up to you. And
Okay.
then, like I said, I mean, you have the option to ready an action if you'd like, or however you want to proceed with this.
Oh god, I can't believe it. I still have a trip mine, don't I? It's one of my grenades.
You do, but it'd be a little late to try and
Yeah.
plant that now.
Shit, I'm like,
Actually,
damn
I
it.
just remembered that there is my trip mine in
Oh,
the
yeah.
vault door too.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. Jesus, I could have put mine up too at a different spot though. Dang it, I didn't even think of that until now. But I'm just gonna ready Graviton Lance and have it aim for the door. There isn't much other than waiting until they come through.
Okay.
Yeah, because I completely forgot about my fucking mine sitting there.
And I forgot about yours too.
Yep.
It's like, oh,
Well, see, the ironic
Well, I
thing
could've
is
put mine in there.
because I mean the mine's there, but the shank doesn't trigger it because it goes above it.
Well, no, it's above, like, it's in between the door, like, in the vault, above it. So it's aiming down at them.
Oh, right above the hole, pointing straight down on them. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
But I guess
if
it didn't activate it, it got lucky.
well, I kind of forgot you put it there because if that were the case, it would have blew up the first shank before it entered the door.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now it's ready for the
I-
second one.
I completely forgot about it until Matrix mentioned the mine.
And I forgot it too, so we'll just say you didn't plant it for sake of, or did you want it to just fail?
I could just have it,
Because
say
I
it's
forgot
more-
it, so I'll forgive it and just say you didn't plant it. But if you want to just say it
We-
failed, and we'll just call it that way.
We could just say I have it set to remote detonate.
Oh, I'm okay with it. It's up to you, Dave. Because we
I'll say
completely
either you
forgot.
did or you didn't. Which you want to go with?
I'll say I did. That way I can detonate it when something heavier comes through.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So then
wait for the bigger group.
that's the end of Uros's turn. Then
Yeah, I
next would be Shank. Number 3. He is going to roll down the same tunnel and follow the same path. He's just gonna he kind of shimmies the debris a little bit more and makes a little bit more room. And he proceeds to go through the doorway. So it looks around. Let's see, who's it gonna see?
Do we need to roll stealth again?
Well, it's just when it comes to the door, who is it more likely to see first? Because Uros is off to its left as it comes to the door. You would be in front of it, right? Sort
Well,
of.
Neither of us are really in front of the door. We're off to either side of it, like further back into the facility.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna do. We're just gonna do a roll then. One first half will be Uros. Second half will be Elias. We'll just see who he sees first.
Wee.
It'll be Elias. So the Shank sees. He will see you, and he will take a shot.
I'm also in half cover, so doesn't that give me a little bit higher AC?
Yep, it's not going to matter anyway because it rolled a 4 for its attack, so. And
enough.
its shot goes completely wide. It's pot shotting you at this point. And let's see, does it? I don't think it has a second shot. Just check. Nope, it only has one attack, so okay. Alright, that's gonna end its turn. Next will be Theo. So at the moment, you're seeing the combat come through. Amelia is by your side. She's working over the controls, and she's kind of looking back down the hallway too, and looking back to the console, and she's like, "Everything okay?" Megu.
I guess
Mega.
Theo's really
Uh-oh.
concentrating.
Oh, Megu. Did we lose Megu?
Sorry, I got called.
Oh.
He's really
Oh.
concentrating. We'll leave it at that for the moment.
Amelia nudges you like, "Hey, is everything good?"
You were just like
Yeah.
really concentrating on that decoding.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this done as much as I can.
Good timing.
All right. So next up, okay. You hear the heavier footsteps rumble up to the other side of the vault door. And you're hearing the debris that was out there just start to get shoved to the sides. Just metal is scraping across the ground, debris, rocks. It's all just getting like shoved to the side right now.
I just
And-
tell Matrix over the radio. Here we go.
Let's do this.
And you hear the captain yell, "Humans!" And he points out and he starts commanding the other fallen. It's going to step back. It's not going to move forward. It's commanding the others to move in.
Can I call it an ether breather?
On your next turn.
On your next turn.
Alright. So, on hearing its commands, the first drag is up next, and it's going to move in. And it will start. Now that the debris is clear from the entryway, it just starts walking straight through the hallway. It will come through the doorway and will turn left, and will see you, Uros.
Oh, lovely.
And you hear it shriek out, and it takes a shot. Does the 17 hit you?
Actually, I have to look again. It's been a while.
I
Yes,
believe-
it does.
I
Remember-
think it does.
Yeah, I-
Remember, half cover also, I believe, increases your
Oh, yeah. 'cause
AC by 2.
Yep. So that's why I'm double
Wait,
checking.
so- if it's increased by 2, so I'm at 16 now, so it would be 18 because of that?
yeah.
because I'm-
So yeah. All right. So then it does not hit. So
Oh,
all right.
okay. I'm learning something.
Yep.
New again.
Yep. Half cover is a
Half
very nice
cover.
thing to have.
Okay, so
All right. So yep. The shot does go a little wide and just misses you.
okay.
Let me just check. I think.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sorry.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, feisty
Alright.
today.
Nothing special with that. All right. So it's gonna end its turn. So next up. So first of all, Uros and Elias, both of you make perception checks for me.
Key perception.
I'm just curious if you guys
Did it
actually
work?
hear this.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you'll both hear it. All right, so Elias, you'll actually recognize this noise too. There's a servitor outside the vault.
Hmm. I'll inform Uros over the comms. We got a servitor outside.
Lovely.
The servitor.
Uh, you know what a meatball is, right?
Yeah.
Think of a floating purple meatball that's made out of machinery.
Lovely.
And it's annoying.
Yeah. They're not pretty.
Mm-mm.
They're cool to look at, just not fun.
Just tell me when you need my shield, and I'll rush over.
You just worry about the decryption.
That's the main priority.
Alright, so the entryway is actually too small for the server to fit through. So it sits on the outside and is going to act as support for the fallen on the outside.
Okay.
Okay. So that will actually end its turn. And then, next up, the second drag is going to make its way through the doorway. And he's actually going to turn to the right, where Elias is at. He's going to take a shot. That's not going to hit you. That's a 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say anything below an 18 is gonna automatically miss.
Yeah, I mean, even with a +4, like that's still not hitting. So that's no. So it takes its shot. That shot goes wide, and that's gonna end its turn. And the 2 remaining shanks will sit outside the doorway next to the servitor, being empowered by the servitor. And that will end its turn. Matrix, you are back up. What would Elias like to do?
Wait, what?
That was the end of the round, so it's now back up
No,
to...
you asked Matrix what Elias.
I'm sorry, Uros. I'm sorry.
Confused the fuck out of me. I was like, wait,
I'm getting confused because there's background noise in the trailer here, so it's throwing me off.
It's all good. I was just like, wait a minute. What?
It's our humorous
Yeah,
moments.
I unfortunately I don't have silence behind me, so.
It's all good.
That's
I was
it.
just like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What?
Let me see.
Uros, what are you doing? You got a drag in front of you.
I'm gonna shoot his ass with the graviton lance. Well, not his ass, but it's close enough. So I'm gonna take a shot with it. Where the heck is it on my list?
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's right-
take your shot.
There it is.
Let's see.
Did hit the right thing, didn't I?
No, you did.
Okay.
That wasn't you.
No, I'm just like trying to remember. It's like, get a little doubt in myself when I do in certain things. Just
Okay, yep, that does hit. I had to double check the AC because I wasn't sure if it was.
oh, okay, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
oh
so
yeah.
yeah, that does hit.
Yes.
And actually, with that hit point, you pretty much headshot it and you kill it straight on dead.
Yes. I'll take it.
All right, so go ahead and wipe this boy off the turn order.
Yay.
And All right. Yep. So I mean, there's nothing to do a second attack on. So well, actually, I mean, there is. You could actually take a shot at the other dreg because
Sure.
you can see it.
Yeah, I'll try and take another shot.
Yeah. Okay. Roll the attack for your second one then.
That's just still Graviton Lance, right? I can
Yep.
take
Yep.
2 shots?
Same thing.
Sweet.
Just
Oh,
roll it again.
Sweet. Does that pop
Same
its
thing.
head, too?
Okay. Yeah. You're not messing around.
The one
Nah.
time he hit his shot.
I got my focus right now.
He hit two head like he headshotted two of them just back to back. Pop, pop.
I've got my focus. Theo, it's working! Yell back.
It's like, oh my god. Is this what it feels like?
Hit my target.
Is this what it feels like to be powerful?
Holy crap, I did it!
Alright, well,
Keep up the work.
you covered Elias there with that shot. Alright. Shang number 3. He's gonna look around and he's gonna move into the doorway. But it's gonna sit in the doorway and it's gonna start trying to take pot shots into the center of the room. And these are pretty much pot shots. It's trying to shoot down the center of the hallway at you, Megu. But these shots are pretty much just like hitting the sides of the server walls. Like they're not coming close, but they are damaging the sides of the server.
I see how it is. Alright. I can somewhat handle this.
And it is gonna try and continue to move in your direction as it's taking these shots, but it's still gonna be out of range for its shot. And that's gonna end its turn, and it's gonna actually come up to your turn now. So you see the shank moving down the hallway here, just randomly shooting in your direction.
Okay. Well, I can't particularly have it damaging the computer, or else we're not going to get the decryption done. So, if anything, to not waste much time on it, I'm just going to simply put up a towering barricade behind us, so that way it's not able to shoot anything past it.
Okay, you'll have to kind of move around the computer console to do that, but you can put it like right in front of it so you can block the shots.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, so that way it's a bit harder for it to actually damage the computer.
Okay, so you step off from doing the decryption for a moment, and you drop down your barricade in front of it so it protects the entryway there in front of you. So.
Yep, and it's at least 15 feet wide, so it should cover almost everything. If
Yeah,
anything.
it pretty much covers the entire entryway that can be seen. So, yeah, you fully cover that doorway.
That should hold it.
Amelia looks it over at you and goes, "Nicely done. Should be done here in about 2 minutes." And the 3 ghosts look out over to you like, "Yeah, we should have it done in about 90 seconds."
All right, let's try and make it 60, and I'll go ahead and assist again.
All right, so you move back over and continue to assist. All right, that'll end your turn. You hear the captain from outside. And because you guys can understand Elixni, you hear this bellow. "Surrender now, or we'll drop this cave on you."
I just call back out. Yeah, there are other ways out. Not winning much. That just means you lose access to everything else. In Elixni to him. y'all still there.
Yep,
Hmm.
I'm just
Hmm.
thinking here. The captain shoves the debris back in front of the doorway. And he actually pushes it further in.
Do we want to try to get out there?
Your guys'
Well,
call.
if you, I'll say this: you'll have an opportunity to try and stop him, but if you don't, he is gonna push the debris in front of the doorway and block that pathway.
I'm gonna move. Would my Chaos Reach go through the debris and hit him?
With the
If it's
nature
just
of
a
the
light
debris,
debris.
I would say it would, because of what is the debris, like with it just being rock and stone. I would say it would pierce it.
Ooh.
Out of game, both of you. Do we want to try to keep the entrance open?
We're trying to salvage the equipment, or at least keep it in there and keep the power running.
Well, it's just gonna go through the door and hit this captain.
I mean, if it possibly stops the captain
What?
from bringing
R-
it down.
Real quick, refresh my memory. What is the max range on your Chaos Reach? Is it 60 feet?
I believe so. 80.
80. Okay.
Yeah, it's got a good reach on it.
But I'd say due to the debris, it'd probably knock it down to 60.
Yeah, because of resistance.
Yeah, because of the resistance, and I would say because of how
I'm
large the hallway is, like with the nature of that, I'd say if you were to actually back up a little ways, like from the doorway, and use your Chaos Reach there, you should be able to actually hit the captain and not hit anything behind it.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back and Chaos Reach it.
Okay, so yeah, if you use your full movement to the back of the hallway there and then fired it, you would be able to do it. So, okay.
22 to hit.
Yeah, you're gonna hit.
And
Woo!
22 damage.
Whoop whoop.
Nice.
Alright.
Yes.
Let me just check. What save? I'm forgetting. Was there a save you need to do for Chaos Reach?
It's one action.
I'm blanking. It's been a while.
It doesn't say on here. Hang on.
If like there's like a DC save or anything for half damage.
It's a dex saving throw versus the spell.
Dex.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's
he
right.
has to beat a 22.
Okay. Well, it's actually got a +4 for Dex, so actually it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
too
here.
bad.
Damage on
That's a natural one.
Wait, so hold on. Doesn't that mean he takes more damage?
Yeah,
Yeah. 'cause it-
Ha ha.
oh. I just found them all.
on this.
So what? That's gonna be doubled now. So that's 44.
Oh my god. Really? That's how it...
Yeah.
Oh, woo!
Yeah, that's 44 arc damage.
Wow.
If that dude had
Um,
shields, he ain't gonna have any more now.
You're absolutely correct about that. You did absolutely obliterate its shields.
My god. Yeehaw!
Oh, I'm probably gonna make it worse for him too here in a second.
Yeah, because we can't afford these guys to leave and take whatever that's here.
Yeah.
They take 4d8 plus your wisdom on a plus your light level and arc damage on a fail save. Oh my god. Wow.
Oh, are you reading it?
Yeah. It's
I'm,
like,
well,
holy
he's reading. I'm
Oh,
doing
yeah.
some math here.
No,
so
no,
just
you
bear
do
with
your
me.
math. I'm just reading stuff. I'm like, holy crap.
But yeah, as the morale of the group, fuck their shit up.
Yeah! I got my focus. Elias got the damage. Theo's got the encryption. Data numbers flying. Oh my god. This is so cool.
Fucking trying to lock me in a cage.
That's just too good. All right. So you use your Chaos Reach. You fire your energy beam. It pretty much destroys any of the debris that is in front of it, and it knocks the captain back. You hear it shattering of its shields. And you hear it scream as it does get engulfed by your beam, but as your beam drops, it's still standing, a little seared and a little burnt up from your attack, but it's still alive.
It's not over yet, boy. You forgot I have double attacks.
Ooh! Oh, oh.
I pull out fucking Toalak and aim it right at his fucking face. And I make sure
Isn't
he
that
can
wouldn't that
see
be a
me.
separate action though? Because your
Nope, it
Chaos
is
Reach.
just a multi-attack. It is just a multi-attack. I get 2 attack moves.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Roll your second attack.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Gotta get that to go down. That is a 25 to hit.
Oh, shoot.
And a 17. So 6 piercing
Okay.
damage.
Just think. First one definitely hits. I'm just checking the second one. So, yep, actually it does. It will actually beat it. All right, so yeah, that will be an additional 6 damage. So that brings it to.
Just as I appear from through the hole. What's up, Aether Breather?
All right, and with that, that's going to end your turn. The servitor moves back, moves away from the entryway. It's currently defending the 2 shanks that are in its vicinity. And they're going to remain in position. They're being defensive about what they're doing.
I would too after what just happened to their fucking leader.
Yep, so that's going to cover their turns. Matrix, you are back up.
Yeah.
What would Eros like to do after seeing Elias take the initiative?
Okay, what do I have in my sights that I can shoot?
The captain is standing in the doorway. He's going
I'm
to
gonna
be your
shoot him.
first visible target.
I'm gonna shoot him. Grab
Okay,
it on
you'll
my-
have to move up to. Okay, so you'll move up to the doorway entrance, and then you'll
Yeah.
take your shot.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So I move up and I go pew.
That is
All
a
right.
good pew.
Yep, that's a very good pew.
Yell back again.
Um,
Theo, it's working.
Wait, since it's a pulse rifle, wouldn't it be 2 shots in one? Just like
Well, he has double attack, and like the
Yeah.
combined
Oh.
damage is the second
Okay.
is the 2 pulse. But yeah, I mean, go ahead and roll your second attack.
There you go. It's not as big, but hey.
That one misses actually. So
That's
all right. So
alright.
your first one, you
I still
pop
got 'em.
you pop a couple of shots right into its head, and it staggers back a bit.
Yeah, Elias,
In
I
your
think I
excitement
annoyed it.
of hitting your shot, though, your second shot does go a little bit wide.
I'm still good.
I'm 3 for 4.
Yeah. Elias,
That's a 75% average. All right, so that'll end your turn. Actually, wait. You still have a bonus action. You could use your throwing knife.
Oh, yes. Throw a knife. Throw a knife.
Yes.
Pew. I throw a knife.
Okay. That will hit.
Hell yeah.
So, let's just recon the sequence here. It goes like this. Uros turns the doorway. He fires the first shot. It hits the captain in the head. It staggers back. He gets excited, takes the second shot, and it goes wide. Seeing it goes wide, he immediately ducks down, reaches for the throwing knife, and throws it. And immediately hitting the target, the knife sticking straight into the captain's head. Yachting! The head explodes in a solar fire, and it carries down to the rest of the body as he incinerates in solar fire. You killed him with your throwing knife.
Yes.
That 12 damage really did it. All right. So, with the captain dead, the servitors. Well, actually, there is still the one servitor who is just taking shots at Theo's barrier.
Pew, pew.
The servitor and the two shanks outside start to move away, and they're going to attempt to escape.
Elias, can we chase them?
That's the plan.
Yay! Let's get
I
them.
want to do a free action.
Actually,
Oh my
hold on.
God.
Before
Okay,
we
well,
go on-
hang on. It's
Yeah,
Theo's
it's
turn in
these
this
two.
case.
No, hold
So
on, I forgot something. My super recharge.
Oh, quick, roll it. Get
oh,
your charge.
okay, yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, we did forget.
I haven't
that.
used anything, so I'm good.
Well, you used your throwing knife just now.
Oh,
but
yeah, that's
fine.
right. I'll wait. No,
Yeah,
I'll wait
so,
until the
uh,
next.
I-
Until Theo's done.
Considering I'm
Alright.
still working on this, as a free action, I'm guessing I can at least see like what just happened.
Yep. Oh, well, I mean, you're looking down the way, so you're able to see it.
All right. So considering I saw what just happened to the boss man, I guess over comms, because I don't think I'm going to be able to yell that loud for one.
Yep.
You've cut the head off their beast. Now finish the rest.
Gladly.
All right. Do you want to do anything about the shank that's shooting your barrier?
Actually, yeah.
Because
You-
those two are kind of more preoccupied with the doorway, and you just have this guy like shooting your barrier in front of you, and it's not really gonna move. Because
Yeah,
it doesn't have like a melee attack or anything unique. It's just a poor little
Yeah.
shank.
I'm just gonna sit here and switch her.
Do you guys have the rest of this?
I think so.
Yeah, we're good up here. I'm good. Yes.
And which then looking towards the 4 that are next to me.
Mhm.
You guys can handle the rest?
The
The ghosts all look to you like, "Yep, we're almost done."
yes.
Then this should take only a little bit of time. As
Oh god.
I'm not giving two shits about this shank. I'm pulling out my motherfucking machine gun.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna walk through my barricade and just fucking nail 'em.
Oh Jesus.
All right, John Rambo. Let's see what you got.
Shit.
Oh
that's my first.
no!
That's my first.
Oh no!
I'll come out.
Okay. Okay. Roll your
processors.
second.
My
Roll your
processors-
second.
Come on.
Oh no!
Hold on. I don't know if this is for also in this, but normally when a gun hits a nat 1, it's a jam.
Oh. No.
Oh, so it's a jam.
No.
Okay.
Do we
I
have
would
to?
say
I've never seen
most likely try to roll and see if it does jam.
Yeah, we'll re-roll a second attack if it does jam, then yeah, you might be in trouble.
Oh, okay. So I need to remember how to actually do commands for a D20.
Slash roll.
Yeah,
D20.
That's a
There you
jam.
go.
That's a jam.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you confidently walk out of your barrier, machine gun in hand. You pull the trigger, click.
How far away is the shank?
It is about 20 feet in front of you.
He's gonna
And
fall down.
how much did I just walk?
Well, I'd say you walked about 5 feet.
Great. I'm a melee.
I was waiting for it. I was like, oh god, he's gonna do it.
It has no melee, so I don't care.
All right, so, let's see.
Oh my god. Great.
God, I mean, I don't. On our melee. Because you don't have. Well, you don't have a melee weapon, do you?
Well, I do. My fist.
I was gonna say he's a titan.
Well, no,
You're
but I
getting
mean, like,
Titan.
well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, because Elias has a sword. Like, that's why I was like, you don't have a melee weapon.
No.
Like, and I know your fists are weapons, but I'm just like, you don't have like a sword or a hammer. Or
No.
anything.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I mean, I'd probably want to get a hammer. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that would be so cool.
I'd happily change out the machine gun for a hammer.
Boom.
Warhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Considering gun jam, I'm not gonna waste time. Just gonna go in.
All right. I'm forgetting. What do I roll for unarmed attack? Is it?
I don't know.
I'm forgetting. Let's see. One sec.
Let's see.
I just want to know what the roll is. I'm just trying to find it.
Oh, no.
What are you trying to find?
Unarmed strike. What do you roll for it? Strike. I think
I've
it's.
arisen, you are
If it's an unarmed strike, then it'd be straight strength.
Oh yeah, just roll a strength. Just roll a strength roll there for me.
Great.
That's a
16. Yep. That's gonna hit.
All right. So that's.
And
gonna
then
hit.
see, is it? I think it's D6 or D8 for melee. I think for yours is D6.
Since I'm level 5, my the D4 will be a D6
D6.
because
Okay. Yep. So
of Titan's strength.
okay. Yep. So just roll a D6 then for the damage. And technically, you have double attack as well,
Hey.
so you could actually punch it twice.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that.
All right. So, yep. So roll another strength then for me.
That's not gonna end.
All right. Well, your first punch, you dive at it, you smash it with the first punch. It kind of bounces off the ground. Just poof! You go in for the overhand, but you just miss the punch, and you do not connect with your second one. You damage the hell out of this thing. It's pretty much looking like a busted little toaster, but it's still fun. It's still alive and looking at you. That's gonna end your turn. All right, so the servitors and shanks are attempting to make their escape. You guys, let's see. So, Uros, or actually no, it'd be who's more out
Uruk
the
would be
door.
closer.
Okay.
Because remember, I moved deeper into the facility to do that chaos.
Yep, that's what I was trying to remember is who's in position here. So, all right, so yep, Uros, you're gonna have first crack. You can give a little pursuit if you like, or
I almost
give
forgot.
attack. What would you like to do?
Are they within my sights? Like, can I see them right now pretty well?
Okay, that's
Ye-
my barrier.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can with your movement you can run out the doorway and you would be able to see them.
Okay, I'm gonna move
They
out the
are
door.
now trying to escape the facility and you know the way
I want
out.
to. Well, I want to pursue them. So yeah, I'm gonna go out the doorway and start chasing them.
All right. Well, I mean, you're going to be within attack range at the end of your 30 feet. So if you want to throw an attack at them, choose a target between either the servitor or the two shanks.
How far ahead are they to me?
They're going to be 40 feet in front of you, so they're within your attack range.
Okay, how close are they to each other?
They are.
Because it's a corridor.
They're within
right?
5 feet of each other, so it kind of goes like the shank. One shank's to it's the servitor's left.
Blade
then-
barrage.
so it's like servitor. No, it goes shank, servitor, shank, and they're close together.
Blade barrage.
All right, roll that up for me.
Oh shoot! I did my window down for a moment. I want to do blade barrage. Please tell me that does something.
Let's see. They're gonna have to.
I am playing the most intense game in the world right now. AKA Power Wash Simulator.
Oh my god!
This is the greatest, the most intense video game in the world. Power Wash Simulator.
So relaxing.
But no, it's because the music that's playing with it too.
Oh, no,
Oh, that's right. He's battling the dirt and grime.
Let's see. Okay.
Now he's changing to a stronger sprayer.
Okay.
Basically.
Well, the Shanks are gonna take the worst of it. They failed their rolls, so they are gonna take the full 14, and those are gonna get wiped. The Servitor is gonna take half damage. He's still gonna take damage, just because of the nature of Blade Barrage. But yeah, he's only gonna take half because he didn't roll high enough.
Yeah.
But you do kill the two Shanks beside it. They pretty much incinerate into ash. And the Servitor is got its back to you. It's still trying to run.
Okay. I still do. I have another action still? I don't-
No.
Or does that?
Well,
I'm not sure how
you
that-
would actually. I take that back. You would still have one more attack because that does count as an attack.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure how that would
Because yeah,
work.
you also have multi attack. So yep, you do have one
Okay.
more.
Okay, I wanted to be sure. I was like, do I have another
Mhm.
one? Yeah. Okay. So I will take Graviton Lance and try and take a pot shot at this servitor.
All right.
Where is my? I lost my mouse. And it's right
Intense
here.
battle music.
Boom boom. Please tell me that does something to it.
Well, it definitely hits. I'm just double checking the HP, make sure it's a dead boy.
Against the fallen, against the forces of darkness, my power
Dude.
shall kill all.
I am vengeance. I am the wash.
the guardian armed with a power washer.
I am Washman.
Oh God, no.
Okay, yep.
It's just a ball of butt, a little less fucking intense.
Jesus.
So you do pop its shields, And you do see a little bit of a yellow cracking on the back of the servitor. You're doing damage, but it's not dead yet. It's still trying to escape.
Elias, I have a present for you.
All right. Yep. That now it's gonna be well, it's Theo's turn, but I think there's pretty much nothing
Can he get
for
in?
you to do at this point.
Did he
Besides-
end up killing that final shank that was with him?
Oh God, I'm sorry. Yeah, you have the toaster. He's
Oh.
he's busted up in front of you. He's
Oh God, that's right. Yeah. I was
Now,
like, wait a minute.
there is one thing I almost forgot.
Mhm.
I didn't add modifier of strength to the attack, so
Yeah, that toaster's actually probably dead then.
because I don't think instead of 6, it would probably have done 8 because it plus his strength modifier.
Yeah, and you know what? He critted anyway. I didn't even think about that. You're right, because you critted the damage anyway, so that should have been an extra 2. So yeah, like
Oh.
we'll just say like yeah, you destroyed that thing in the first place, and you're just looking down the line there, and you can see off into the distance there Uros and Elias giving chase to what's left of this fallen scout party.
We're going bowling. Oh, I need to roll for my
Alright, but
throwing knife.
Yeah,
don't I?
that'll pretty much be for you then. So that brings us to Elias. You got one shot against this servitor as it's running.
Can I throw my thunder strike at it?
You absolutely can. You'll have to move up out through the doorway to do it, but yeah, you can absolutely do it.
Yeah, I'll move up, and it's 16
Ooh.
to hit. And it's a DC save of 14 that he has to make, and it's a dex save.
Gotcha. Yep. This is why I'm happy it says that there for me, because it makes my life so much easier. It actually passes the DC save.
Wait, hold
So-
on. Wouldn't he... So, I don't know. Would he actually have disadvantage? Because he's trying to run, so he wouldn't be prepared for it?
Alright, yeah, so let's... Yeah, he's still passes.
Okay. Well, I hate to say this, but I'm gonna throw another one, because it uses an arc charge. And I have 4 of those bitches.
Oh. Oh.
Alright, throw another. Oh, goodness.
15 to hit.
Okay, I think... Oh god, that might have missed. Let's see. That just misses.
Okay.
Yeah, it's DC 16. It's not DC. AC is 16. So
Mm.
it just missed. So that's half damage then, yeah? Or no?
Yes. I believe
Wait,
so,
well,
because it's an area effect.
Yeah, that okay. So yeah, he takes half damage from that. So then that's 7. That'd be rounded up to 6. So 12.
Simulator, most intense game of 2021.
All right, so you drop 2 thunderbolts onto this thing, and it shakes each time it gets blasted, and it's looking severely damaged at this point, but it is still up just barely. And
Our ships are waiting nearby, aren't they?
they moved off as the fallen were nearing, but you can call them in.
They would probably make it, or one of them would probably make it about the same time this servitor gets to his little ship, right?
Yeah. I mean, because the servitors are pretty slow naturally, so yeah. I mean, the ships can arrive within 30 seconds.
I'm gonna be an asshole. I want my ship to land on top of the little ship outside, so it can't escape.
Okay, so just to be clear, you're using your ship to block the entrance to the cave, or are you trying to flatten
No.
it?
No. There's a ship outside that carried these fallen here.
Right,
There's nobody in it.
right.
The servitor is trying to make it to a ship, correct?
Yes.
What's he gonna do if there's another ship sitting on top of it, pinning it to the ground?
Calm.
Oh.
His ass ain't going anywhere.
Okay, well, that's what I'm trying to understand what you're doing here. It's like, are
Yeah.
you like? Because I first thought you're like, I'm gonna land it right on top of it. Like, that's
Nah.
kind of a bad idea. You're gonna damage your ship that way.
Nope, I'm just ordering my ship to basically land on top of this fucker's aircraft and pin it to the ground so he can't leave.
My God.
Oh, okay. So you want it to land on top of the fallen dropship.
Mm-hmm. I get a pretty new toy.
Hey, money.
Okay. We'll see how this goes. So, okay. Oh God, how am I gonna roll for this one?
New things. Oh,
Much of a
God.
roll because there's nobody in it. It's unmanned, and it's just like sitting on top of it.
Yeah, but
Probability?
this is gonna be more of how precise is the autopilot going to be to actually perform this kind of a maneuver?
I mean,
Remember, the ghosts are busy
technically have
decrypting.
control of it.
He's busy decrypting.
Yeah, your ghost is decrypting right now, so your ship is on its just self-controlled autopilot.
Fair.
So it'll probably be like a probability roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Fuck, I don't
Basically,
have-
I'm just gonna order it to land in the same location that it detects the dropship.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a D100 for this. I'm just gonna do it this. Okay. So you do call in your ship, and it will take, like as I said, about 30 seconds to roll in.
Mm-hmm.
And the maneuver is going to be that it's going to land on top of the fallen ship and basically pin it to the ground.
Things you never expected to hear in the Dungeons and Destiny session.
We're gonna park a ship on the roof of another ship today.
All right. So let's see. That's gonna be that. So as the servitor continues to run, it doesn't look back. It's just trying to escape at this point. It does make it back outside. The drop ship for the Fallen is sitting, hovering over the town in the center, in the city square. And as it does move out, Elias's ship comes barreling in. And in a not very quick and, well, it is rather quick and not so graceful kind of a landing, does smack into the top of the fallen ship, and it drops its landing gears onto the ship and just crunches on top of it. Sparks and explosions come out the side of the ship as it does come falling down to the ground.
Oh, my ship or the other one?
The fallen ship.
Oh.
But you pretty much just, you hit it right where it hurts, and you're dropping it out of the sky, and your ship's going down with it.
I can get a replacement.
Hey, I think you scuffed the paint job.
But your ship does successfully pin the fallen ship to the ground.
Wait, is my ship destroyed?
Nope, it's not destroyed. It's intact. How well it's going to fly though is kind of a question. So the servitor, seeing this poor catastrophe, just stops and just stares at the ship and into the wreckage.
I'm gonna walk out of the vault behind it and ask, so you want to surrender in Elixir?
I'm standing nearby with Graviton Lance. Just like,
It turns around and it charges up a shot,
I pull the trigger.
and it will fire at Uros.
That doesn't even fire at me.
Punk, shoot me. I'll shoot you back.
Because it's the first target it sees as it turns around.
Oh, great.
So it charges a shot. That's a 17 to hit.
Asshole. Hits me.
Okay. That's 3 damage.
Ew.
He scuffed my armor.
I just did my shield, you punk. Look at you, bowling ball.
It takes him very.
It doesn't say anything. It's just robotic, like.
Wait,
So-
would I be able to understand that by any chance?
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Nope. It's just making robotic noises you cannot understand. It's not a language that it's speaking or anything like that.
Well, that was rude to you say that like that. Gee.
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
Whoa, I
He
think
didn't
that was a yes.
evidently understands us.
Elias, I think that was a yes, a big one.
God, I didn't know you were from Alabama.
Whoa.
Will someone just please kill this fucking thing already so we can move on?
Here you go. I'll shoot it with something. I don't know what it'll
You
do.
didn't say whose
You
friend was.
fucking. How do you get all 8s? What the fuck?
Hey, if it was 666s, then be worried. Dun, dun, dun.
Go buy yourself a damn lottery ticket. What the fuck?
Shit, I forgot to do that.
All
earlier.
8? What is this? All 8s?
Do you want me to try to roll accuracy?
Yes, yes, for the love of God, put this damn thing down.
Gotta put that in as a roll. You roll.
Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch!
Are you guys really having that much
Son
trouble?
of... What are you...
Wait a minute, don't
Oh
I get
my
a second
God.
shot? I get a second shot
You're
too.
so badass, and then fuck it up.
Just
Here, I'll hit it again. There. That was my second shot.
Oh my god, it's dead.
We're laughing so hard.
Uh,
Oh my god, this is so good.
God.
so, Theo, as you're looking down the hallway and you're seeing these two give chase,
And hearing the
you're hearing these communications. Eros misses his first shot. Elias misses his first shot. He gets pissed and fires again. He misses again for some unknown reason. Eros just gets really pissed, puts his barrel to the back of the servitor's head, rather the face of it, pulls the trigger,
Das Vidania.
and just shatters it in half with Graviton Lance. And it puts it down, and it is finally dead.
Overcomes. B for effort.
Don't you mean A because of that fucking
No.
chaos reach?
No, B.
I'm gonna go with E for effective. There is no.
I'm gonna go with F for fantastic.
Yes. C for cataclysmic. B for bravo.
You just hear the sigh of annoyance.
I'm just gonna turn back to the computer and see how's it going.
Amelia's kind of looking a little confused as she like looks down the hallway. Is like, is everything okay?
Don't worry
Wait,
about
no,
it.
she can communicate, or she can hear us. So
She-
she heard
she's-
everything.
She's hearing like the radio, but she can't see anything down the hallway.
Everything's good.
Just don't worry about it.
Everything's
How goes
fine.
process?
Paradox looks over and goes, "Well, we're all done. We're packing all the data into little packets so we can take it with us."
Oh god.
Great. I have a bit of suggestion. We saw those hard drives, those USBs, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It would probably be a safe idea to possibly copy them.
Oh, we already copied them. We can take the physical drives with. We decrypted the data that was on them already, so we don't need to take them with. But if you think it's best, we can bring them along.
Hmm. Well, here's the question: would it be safer to destroy them or take them?
We're going to the cities, though. And it's gonna be secured and locked up.
But what about the rest?
All right, then I guess we shouldn't probably leave evidence of this then. Can't leave that guy any clues.
And just destroy everything in here.
Well, take it back and secure it, like I said.
Well, we can't take the supercomputers. That's
Oh.
gonna take a full team.
Yeah, the supercomputer.
Amelia kind of walks up, kind of hearing the conversation, kind of holding her arm. She's like, "I'll stay here and take care of it."
Child, no. You seen what that bastard did the last time. I am not leaving a child here. Like that.
She kind of looks down. She's like, "I don't want to leave here."
Don't you want to reunite with your friends? They're waiting for you, remember that.
She looks down and looks back to everything and just kind of looks around and goes, "This is the only legacy I have left of my father."
Well, let's actually go to his shop. We'll find some things and we'll collect them. And we can actually probably... How old is she again?
13.
Due to you being a mechanic, we can probably get you a job as a mechanic, as an apprentice in the city. So you have a way to carry on what your father did. And to be able to help more people in the end.
Make a persuasion check for me.
With advantage?
Yeah, I'll say you have advantage on this one.
60.
16. Okay. She's holding her arm, just kind of like scratching it, kind of just like nervously, kind of thinking to herself, and goes, "Yeah, maybe you're right. It's just, this has been my home, my whole life. I don't want to leave it."
I feel that. There's a lot of people that have lost their homes due to these. I'm pointing at the bodies of the fallen because of these bastards and everything else. But there are people that still need you. Your friends that managed to make it. I know that seeing you probably alive would probably help Jen have a goal to make you happy to see, like, still kicking and not giving up, making him want to keep fighting. Be that little bit of light for others that you don't feel for yourself.
She just kind of nods slowly at that, and she just starts kind of walking to the mechanical bay.
I'm gonna walk with her and help her get anything that she wants to keep with.
All right. So while that's going on, Theo and Uros, your ghosts have all come back to you. They basically say that is download complete. We all took a copy of each in case anything happened, but so at least we all have the same information. But we got everything we need from that. It's gonna take a while to actually read over everything. There's a lot here, and we really don't know what we're looking for yet. So we got a lot of reading to do.
Mm.
It'll take some time to go through, but we do have that other lead with the Awoken Queen and talking to them about wish magic, so I'd say we should move on to that while we're working on this to figure out exactly what it is that our Mr. Godhand here is looking for.
Question, what are we going to do about the rest of this facility? There is still stuff working here. And they came here to salvage stuff. Is there a way we can fix a doorway to close it up, seal it? Or maybe should we collapse the tunnel in the spot so they can't get through?
And later excavate it back out if we ever need it again.
Yes. Because the system will keep running, but if they're going to come back, it won't be running any longer.
DB kind of steps up and goes, they're going to be coming back here with more frequency now that no one's here to defend the town.
Yes.
Yeah, but those guys weren't able to make a report that there was something inside the vault, so he closed it behind us as we left. He wouldn't know.
But Elias...
They would
Yeah,
think
but...
it's a dump.
Yes, but Elias...
But the
out
scouting
here, so...
party isn't going to report back, so they're going to know something went wrong and send more fallen.
Well, yeah,
And-
but I'm talking about for the vault itself, they wouldn't know that the vault is here if we collapse the cave. They would think it's just a dump, while the party encountered maybe guardians that were out here investigating also.
That might be worthwhile doing. The town doesn't have anything worthwhile for them to scavenge, and even if they did, it's not really worth for them to take. It's not anything of value. Everything of value is inside the cave, so if we do seal the cave wall, well, yeah, we could always come back to it later. Could also place the transmat zone inside the facility too, so we can kind of just transmat in and out without having to go through the cave entrance.
Yeah, let's do
That
that.
would be really good, yes.
All right. I can probably make it a bit harder for anyone to try and get into the vault as well. So we can. I could possibly cover the entrance a bit more than before.
That would be good. I'll help you.
I'm
Alright.
also gonna retrieve my trip mine and place it further inside the facility where we're no longer at, just as another measure, and set it to auto
I'll
detonate.
you did that before you left the vault. You took the trap with you, just so we're not having to jump back and forth between.
Well, no, I was gonna leave it in the vault this time, like
Oh, okay. You're gonna leave the trap there.
as an extra measure of defense.
Okay.
Just in case if an
Okay.
unsavory person shows up that's not supposed to be there.
Or I could always set it as a sensor to like go off that would alert us if somebody ever entered the vault.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
I'll let you ponder that decision while we
No,
keep
figure
going.
Yeah. It's actually...
So you're Elias. You're walking with Amelia back into the mechanic room, and she starts slowly walking around, just looking through all the tools. She's just kind of running her fingers across the various tools as she walks across the table.
Load up anything that you want to take. We'll put it in our ship and carry it with us.
She's looking around low, not very frantic. She's being very subtle, and she's very heartbroken looking through all of this right now. And
Yeah, I'm not rushing her. I'm letting her take her time.
She turns to a large tool chest that's in the back of the room and opens it up, and she pulls out.
A knife.
Bigger gun.
He just pulls out like a 20mm cannon.
No, she will actually pull out what looks like to be a little, like a little data pad. And she turns it on, and the little monitor on it lights up a brilliant orange, and you do see some text coming across it, and you're seeing it like just a little okay, like it's like doing like a system check. And as everything kind of comes up okay, she shuts it off and she kind of slides it into her pack. And she kind of wipes her eyes a little bit and just goes, I don't need anything else out of here. We can go.
You don't want any tools, anything else?
She shakes her head. She goes, everything here is easily replaceable. All this stuff was stuff that we just found over time. It can stay here with him.
I get that. Let's do one thing before we go.
What's that?
Grab a piece of metal.
Hmm?
I'd tell her to grab a piece of metal. Like a piece of steel sheet. Or a piece of wood.
She looks around a bit and she just kind of picks up like a shattered metal scrap, just kind of laying on at the foot of her.
Like something large enough to write on.
Oh, and she kind of looks around a bit more and finds it's about the size of a panel. It's about 16 by 12. Just like it's about like a little side panel from something that just was knocked off from somewhere. She just kind of holds up like this.
Yeah, that'll work. Come on, let's go outside.
Okay, and she kind of puts it under her arm and walks with you.
So when we get outside, just outside the vault, I'll take the piece of metal and implant it into the ground. Can I, like, use my sword and heat up the edge to write into the piece of metal for the fall on the Stonehorn?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so yeah, you go ahead and you heat up the metal on there, and I guess where are you going to be setting this?
Basically near where everybody was killed originally.
Okay.
Kind of like as a small memorial.
All right, so yeah, it's the area outside the vault where the main room was, where you found the disaster. So all right, so yeah, you kind of you set up a bit of makeshift memorial just outside the vault area there.
Yep. And I'll basically tell her, just so in case anybody ever comes here, they know to at least kind of leave it with a little bit of respect.
She just smiles at that, and you see tears forming in her eyes, and she just says, "Thank you."
All right, let's get you to the city.
She wipes her eyes and just goes, "Right, let's get out of here."
Now wait for the other two to catch up, whatever they're doing.
Yeah, so at this point, you guys have pretty much gathered up enough debris to kind of like to cover up the area there. Now, are you gonna like do any kind of like cave into the front of, like, are you like detonating anything up like top to kind of like cause like a cave in to the front of the entrance?
That was
That's-
kind of the plan.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna do.
Okay.
I forgot something I need to do.
What's that?
I'm gonna go back into the mechanic shop and get some tools and make sure that my ship can fly.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to check that. So you run back. You grab a couple of tools that you know that should work for your ship should you actually need them. You go back. Let's check that damage. Okay.
Oh, I don't have anything.
Well, your gear, your landing gears are now stuck in position. They're dented pretty badly, so they're probably gonna have to be replaced.
Oh, that's fine.
The seals managed to survive, so if you did need to go up into the upper atmosphere, that won't be a problem still, but engines might be a little sputtery.
Okay.
And yeah, your ship may or may not be a little bit hooked into the bottom of the fallen ship, so when you're
Wow.
pulling up, you may have to do a little shifting to get yourself out. So yeah, but it's not a total loss. So you're still gonna be able to get out of here with the ship. It's just gonna be in a little bit of rough shape.
I'm trying to salvage any parts from the fallen catch or whatever it is, the ship. Just as like pieces I can use to get my engine perfectly working.
Yeah. Let's say rolls. Would it be survival even if it's mechanical?
I mean, I'm used to working on ships and shit, so.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd say roll. Be survival with advantage. Because you're
Nat 20.
yeah. All right. So you're able to scrape some nice pieces of metal that can help serve as like some seals if anything does need to break. But for the nature of the repairs that you have, I mean, you're able to salvage some metal scrap from the ship, but otherwise it's not going to be entirely useful.
Okay. I was just seeing if there was like any parts I could like salvage to use.
Oh yeah. There's absolutely parts you can salvage. As far as like scrap, I mean, it's more or less just going to be scrap to you because the parts are just going to be stuff you can melt down and make into something else, really. But yeah, you'll be able to salvage here. Let's see.
My cabins.
Well, I guess like how much metal are you trying to salvage out of it? Because you'll have a very abundant source of it. Is there a certain amount you want to pull off of this thing?
Were any of the guns on the dropship that survived by chance?
They got crushed when they fell down onto the ground. So those cannons are pretty busted. You might have some ammunition you can pull out of it, but the cannons themselves are pretty busted.
I'll just pull the ammo out.
Okay. So we'll say you managed to pull out 18 live rounds.
I'm putting that in my notes.
And as far as any scrap metal on here, I'll say you're able to pull 50 units of scrap.
All right.
All right.
I guess I'm just gonna make sure that my ship fucking will fly a little bit.
All right. So while the rest of the guys are setting up the charges for the cave in there, you work on your ship. During that time, so the sun is starting to set. It's starting to go down. Starting to turn night as you guys do finish everything up. Elias, you finish your system check. It'll fly. You're not entirely sure for how long or how what the distance is here, but you have every intention of getting this thing repaired.
Alright, I guess I'm ready if y'all are.
One thing I kind of want to check if there was anything that was dropped by the Fallen.
Yeah, that is something that we do need to check and pull the fallen shanks apart.
Okay. Both of you make survival checks. See what we pull.
With advantage because I'm taking apart fallen shanks.
You will have advantage because these are a familiar enemy to you.
17.
17
11.
and 11. Okay.
Uh,
All right. So yep, Elias, you're able to pull out various servitor parts. They're damaged. There's nothing that is in necessarily working order here, but there's some parts in here that are intact that you think may or may not be of some use to you.
Okay.
Theo, you're not entirely familiar with servitors very much. You haven't faced too many of them in combat personally. So as you start surfing around inside the servitor here, you're not really sure what you're looking for. You recognize that there's a lot of mechanical parts in here, but you see a lot of it's busted, and you don't really see anything of use, so you kind of shrug it off as it's nothing important.
Hmm. Any look on your end?
I found a few parts. You want me to teach you about some of the stuff, inner workings of these things?
Sure. I think I'll be a fast learner.
I guess I'll just teach him anything I can about servitors and shanks.
Okay. Yep. So we'll cross we'll just say that's a conversation in flight on your guys' way back, just for brevity's sake.
Well, I was gonna say as we're standing there, like an example for the servitor, but not actually having the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
while Eros is doing other shit, whatever. He's doing.
You have the conversation while not having the conversation.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
I'm preparing to blow shit up. What do you think I'm doing?
I'm so proud.
I'm just making sure the charges are all set. Don't worry about me. Get the parts. We need the money.
You need money. I don't.
Okay, fine.
You say that now, but let's see how your repair bill is gonna be.
Hey, I have favors in the shipwrights.
You do. You do.
Still gonna cost hefty, but holy shit.
Oh my
All right. So you guys kind of gather at the city square. Detonation ready. Who's holding the detonator?
I'm setting the bomb, explosives and stuff. So I figured.
Well,
have it.
we've so we're saying the bomb's already set at this point. We've stepped back. We're ready to explode it. Who's gonna do the honors?
I guess I can do it.
No,
Okay.
let her do it.
I was gonna say we could let her do it, but I was just kind of holding back. I don't want to kind of.
She just kind of looks up at you and she kind of looks. She looks at the detonator for a moment and she kind of just walks forward a couple of steps.
I'm just still holding it, so I'm like, you can do that.
She grabs it. She takes it from you kind of gently, and she goes, "I'll do it." And
just press the button.
so she stands there for a moment, kind of staring at the doorway, just kind of holding the detonator, looking at it.
I put my hand on her shoulder lightly.
She looks down, kind of solemnly. The detonator kind of drops to her side, and she pushes the button. In front of you, the cave explodes. Boom, 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 boom. And you see the cave-in start, and the collapse of the rock face comes down in front of it. She just stands there staring at it.
Just put my hand on her shoulder and tell her it's something. Just think of it as a closing of a chapter.
And the start of a new beginning.
I quietly reach down to her hand and take the detonator out of it. No don't need to hold on to it.
She lets it go and hands it back to you, just very gingerly and just like she's got tears in her eyes. She's crying at this point.
Nah, just give her a hug.
She accepts it and she puts her arms around you and hugs you back, and she just starts crying.
Our ships are nearby. I'm assuming at this point.
Yep, your ships are right kind of behind you guys, like just sitting there ready for takeoff.
I walk off and go and get into my ship.
All right. So who's gonna be taking Amelia with her?
I don't mind.
Because I don't know about Elias' ship.
I wouldn't recommend
His-
her riding with me.
I'll do it. I'm fine with her riding with me.
I mean, she can ride with me too. It's just I'm just sitting there with the canopy up, waiting for them. I'm just like sitting in it, prepping the ship.
Okay,
kind of thing.
well,
Before
we'll
she
see.
goes, I'm gonna
Whoops.
give her the music
Oh, shit.
player.
Well, that had to happen.
Yeah, before she goes, I'm gonna give her the music player that I originally was gonna let Eros use to cheer him up after we lost our fight.
Hey, I'm feeling pretty good as
To
is. I made some
her-
good
to
shots.
Cheer her up.
All right. So
Okay.
everyone boards their respective ships. Mego Amelia hops in with you, and she's holding the little music player, kind of looking at, and then she just kind of puts the earbuds in and turns on the player, and she kind of just stares at the player and just starts listening to the music as you guys take off. All right, so flight time back to the city is going to be roughly about 3 hours. You guys will get a short rest. So anything that was not recharged will now be fully recharged. So melees, supers, all that good stuff, you have it all back.
Yay.
All right. So now you guys are pulling back into the city, and Nikon does radio you, Elias. He goes, I see you're coming back to town. How'd everything go?
We found another survivor.
Oh, that's good news to hear. Which is good, because good news is in short supply these days.
Yeah, seems like it. But,
I've got you an audience with the Awoken. Not necessarily the Queen per se, but they're willing to discuss the nature of your questions about wish magic.
Fair enough.
You can leave any time. They are expecting you soon, so I wouldn't dawdle too long. And he kind of stops, and you see him kind of like lean into the monitor a little bit, and he's kind of squinting. Elias,
Yeah.
what happened to your ship?
Nothing. Bye. Click.
All right, so you guys do pull into the docking bays.
Oh God.
Elias, your ship does clamp successfully with the dock. Your gears are completely stuck in the down position.
We'll go back.
That's fine. So as you come out of your ship, the shipwrights start walking up to you, and they do not look happy. He's got his hands stretched out, looking like just kind of like in the direction of your ship, and just kind of like waving it, like,
What the fuck?
"What the fuck is this?"
It kind of landed on a fallen ship.
It kind of Does that look like it landed? You crashed that thing into it.
Pilot.
What? Why did you trust the autopilot to?
You
We're
owe
gonna
me
talk
for-
about your bill here when we're done.
You owe me for a few things, so you can't charge me too much.
He's looking straight up at your ship, and he's growling, just like, Ugh.
You know you love me.
Just pinching his brow. He turns and he starts walking away.
Am I still coming in for a landing too?
You've docked as well, and your ship is now in the docking bay, and the servicing robots are beginning their usual maintenance for your ships, all of your ships respectively. So Theo, as you arrive with Amelia, she looks out across the city, and she's just in awe of everything. She's never seen anything like this, and she's a very mixed bag of emotions at the moment. Like, at the same time, like, she's excited, like, to see this new place, but at the same time, she has so much weighing her down in her heart that it's hard to feel excitement in this particular moment.
He might not be back yet.
Yeah, don't think
Okay. But we'll wait for him to come back for his part. But otherwise, so you guys get your ships into port. Everything is getting worked on. Is there anything you guys want to do before you begin to embark out to the reef? Because you'll have a few hours if you want to leave right away, like just for maintenance and everything, just to get done. And especially in the case of Elias. But otherwise, yeah, you'll have some time to kill before you do depart. Is there anything you want to do or take care of?
the only thing I'm gonna do is escort Amelia to where her friends are at the orphanage.
Okay. So it's nighttime.
Well, actually, no. Before that, I'm gonna introduce her to the shipwrights first.
Okay. So I was just saying, it's nighttime right now,
Okay.
so most of the children are gonna be pretty much asleep at the orphanage right now. But you can take her there so she can go to the place where they're all staying together at. But for the immediate purpose here, the shipwrights. So she's kind of looking around, and she's just nervously like kind of holding her hands and just like, hi, hello.
I basically tell them that she's actually an apprentice mechanic, and if they ask them if they'd be willing to take on a new apprentice.
They kind of look around like, well, sure. I mean, we're always looking for new apprentices. What experience? And they kind of walk up to her and just like, oh, hello, I'm James, and the shipwright kind of extends his hand out to her, and she kind of nervously just reaches out and slowly clasps his hand too, and goes, Amelia Allen. And goes, well, I'm James. What mechanical experience have you had? You're awfully young. She kind of kicks the ground a little bit and like, well, I know sparrows pretty well. My dad built them, and I know them pretty well. I'm pretty fluent with computers as well. I spent a lot of time playing with them when I was a kid. And she's just like, she's nervous, like she's kind of like grabbing at her clothes a little bit, and she's clearly like nervous, so just kind of standing there, and she's like, yeah, I've got some skills.
Put my hand on her shoulder to calm her down.
She looks up at you, and she kind of takes a breath and just kind of and James just kind of smiles and goes, you don't have to be nervous. We're not going to do anything crazy here. But yeah, well, if you're looking for work, we'll gladly take you on. We have some people who are working on sparrows here that could use some help with maintenance. And she goes, yeah, that I can help out with, no problem. And Jim goes, well, great. Well, I'll start you tomorrow morning then. And he kind of looks to you, goes, does she have a place to stay?
she'll probably be staying at the orphanage. And I don't really tell him what's all happened, but I'll just make sure that she gets a pass from the Vanguard to be able to come here under my tutelage, I guess, in a sense.
James will nod and he goes, "All right. Well, we'll get her some credentials to get through security here, so she can get back into the maintenance space. Yeah, well, we'll give her the tour, and we'll get her set up with that. Great." And he just like he's like, "All right, well, nice to meet you, and we'll talk again tomorrow." And Amelia just she nods and goes, "Oh, all right, well, thank you." And just she kind of turns and starts kind of walking away, and just kind of starts looking around.
I guess it's ask if she wants to go reunite with her friends now.
She's kind of just looking around in thought, and she goes, "Oh, they'd be asleep by now. It's nighttime, but I'll go see them tomorrow. I feel like I'd just rather stay here for now. It's feels more familiar here."
All right. Is there an area in the maintenance bay for like maintenance workers to like rest at?
There's a little break rooms that people can kind of go off to, but for the most part, everyone that works there will like live in the apartment district, or like kind of like a housing district. Yeah. So like, I mean, there's like a little break room that has a cot that she can go sleep in if she does want to, but yeah, like they don't have like a full room that these guys stay at. They have a separate housing district for that
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, I was asking like if there was like a break room that like people could rest.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
for
There's a little
after
break
work.
room like with a little cot in
Yeah.
there that she can stay in.
Yeah, I'll let her rest there, and I guess I'll contact the orphanage to come get her tomorrow and
Okay.
inform them of what she'll be doing.
Okay. So you do reach out to your previous contact, Julia. She does mention that yep, she'll send a couple of people out to assist Amelia in the morning, and she just asks you, goes, "How are you doing?"
I landed my ship on another ship.
Wow. Okay, that's
Yeah,
you know, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You know,
I'm
the
just
things I
laughing
hear,
over the intercom.
the things I hear you do, like I don't understand you.
Well, to be a guardian, you have to be a little bit insane.
I think in your case it might be a little bit more than a little, but to each their own, I suppose.
I guess that's a little bit of my charm.
Hmm. But this girl, Amelia, how long was she there?
How long has it been since Stonehorn fell?
So it'd be a little under a week. Probably about 5 or 6 days.
I would say she's probably been there for about 2 or 3 days, because the Vanguard only left a few days ago, and she probably wouldn't have came back until they had left. Wait, no, she was in the garden. She stayed in there. They never found her, so she's been there for a week.
You see her kind of nod on the comm, and she goes, The Vanguard was actually a little nervous going inside what they called the garden. They said there was a strange energy emanating from this pseudo forest, but I don't know much about this sort of thing. That's a bit above me, but it all sounds so crazy.
Well, that's what we have to do as guardians, but it's gonna be interesting for this kid.
Yeah, sounds like poor thing's been through a lot.
But I have her set up with a job with the shipwrights, and That way, because she does know what she's doing a little bit. She's not perfect at it, but she's got a head start. And it's giving her a goal of what to do in life.
I understand. Yeah, we'll see what we can to help her out. The orphanage is somewhat getting full, and especially for someone of her age, we will maybe even see about getting her an apartment somewhere in the district. Getting a place of her own might also help her too, kind of find roots somewhere.
Hell, I don't even use mine. I could probably just give her mine and move on.
She goes, no, no, no. You need a place of your own. Well, we can take care of that. We'll
I
we'll
spend
find
my
her a
time
place.
out more in the wilderness than I do in the city, and you know this.
She looks, she tilts her head a little bit and she goes, "You need a place to stay of your own. We will take care of her. It's fine. But they're building new apartments all the time."
Fair. Okay. Well, I trust that you can handle it. I've known you long enough.
Yeah, you have. So, I'll take care of
Okay.
this Amelia, and we will speak again.
Okay.
All right. So while this is going on, Uros, what are you up to?
I'm at one of the restaurants eating.
Okay.
I literally walked off.
Are
I'm
you
like,
are you
"Eh."
kind of are you in a bit of a celebratory mood for successfully hitting your shots?
Kind of, yeah. I'm just sitting there chilling, eating, having like some ramen or something. I don't know.
All right.
Just chilling,
DB's just
relaxing.
kind of sitting there with you and goes, "You seem like you're in a better mood. I really like that."
Duh. I just needed to find my balance for that moment, and I'm feeling a lot better. Just the memories are there, but I can't do anything about them now. So time to move on.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much we can do about it now, but at the very least, we're gonna get this guy back for them.
Yes, eventually we will find him.
I was waiting for you in an accent to go, and we will kill him.
That is another part of it.
We will find
That's
him.
the silence.
We will get him.
Oh, he will be dead soon. Very soon.
DB just kind of he's like, and well, I guess the other thing too, you being awoken and all, you've never really gone back to the reef before, so this will be your first trip back. This is all kind of sudden, but do you feel okay with that?
It might give me some answers to some dreams I've been having.
And he kind of leans in like, you've been having more dreams?
On and off. Like something's pulling me, guiding me in a way. But I'm hoping maybe that is what it is. It's just that's where it's leading me.
And DB kind of nods like, well, maybe we'll kill two birds with one stone, I think as the saying goes, and we'll figure more out about that when we learn more about this witch magic.
Yes, I'd like to know more about that as well.
And he's a little, he kind of turns and kind of looks at your food, and he's kind of in thought, and he goes, I really wonder what's it all for.
What, the food
Why
or
is
the
this-
other stuff?
Well, he's like, this God Hand wants to restart the world, but why does he want to do it? Why does he feel like it needs to be restarted? There's so many questions that I wish I could ask, but I don't feel like I'll ever really get a good answer.
I don't think we'll know fully until we find out more information. Right now, we got a good day today. At least I did. And
Yeah,
I'm
and
glad
it's good to see you kind of come out of your shell again.
I am glad we did find another survivor. But I don't
Yeah.
think I'm going to be making any more promises.
Well, what was that saying? Don't make a promise you can't keep.
Yeah. Learned.
Hmm.
Neat that you said that. I was just thinking it.
But anyway, we will find out more information. We need to defeat this God Ham. Whatever his name is, he's the dumbass. If he wants to restart the world, he must see it as a scourge, a plague, or something. Or if he's just completely insane, who knows? We have to stop him though.
Agreed.
Do you want
But
some?
I
And I hold
think-
up a fork with ramen noodles on it to TV.
Yeah. and while you're sitting there eating, and DB goes, well, be that as it may, and even with the newest addition to our team here, I feel like if we're gonna go up against this guy, we're gonna need something more. We might need to get more people involved.
Yes, I prefer not to be road rashed again. After that,
Yeah.
that was a
Yeah,
fun ride, by the way.
But I'm putting out some invitations, I guess, and just trying to see who might want to join. It may take a little time because people are starting to just now come back from the Ahamkara hunt. Sounds like. But I'm trying to see who might be available out there and if anyone wants to join us on this. Give me some time on that though. I don't know how long it'll be here, but this may take me a while. But
Well, it may take
I'll
us
see
a
what I
little
can
while
do.
for the information we need to get. So, just
well,
keep looking.
that's the other thing too. Is if I'm putting out this kind of request, people kind of like to have information about what it is, and I'm being a little selective about what I say because I don't want rumors to get spread around.
Oh, just put out there, it's the end of the world. We need your help. There you go.
Do you think that's wise?
Why? Isn't it the end of the world almost every other day around here?
Well, we don't necessarily want to cause a mass panic saying, hey, there's a super speedster that can just run through the city and no one can stop it.
Look, if Speedy is gonna run around, we gotta, do something. So give it a little pizzazz. Maybe that'll do it.
Well, yes, and that's why the proper people know about it, but we don't want everyone to know about it and cause a panic.
I don't know. We've been sitting in this place with people around us, and you've been talking about it.
Forgive me for not having ambient restaurant noise, but I'm sorry I don't have restaurant, tavern noises on hand. I should, but I'm sorry. I know you do, but shut up.
Yeah.
So this conversation's been incognito.
Oh, has it now? Okay, I see. Well, just find. Oh my god. Well, who knows? If we can find some people, just put it out there carefully then. We don't want to have a problem. Although we have a big problem and it moves very, very fast.
We do, but we also need to be discreet about this because and he kind of gets them closer. I think Paradox might be right about him might be needing help. He might be getting some additional people.
Trustworthy?
To him, I don't know.
Good point.
But well, this is, and he kind of he brings something up in your HUD in your helmet, and he goes, "This is just preliminary, but some of the parts this God Hand is gonna need are off-world. So he's gonna need to somehow leave Earth to get to these other locations to gather what he needs. And if that's the case, Paradox seems to think he's gonna need some co-conspirators. And I tend to think he might be right about that. We don't know exactly where everything is yet. Again, it's just preliminary, but his hypothesis seems to be right. Or at least I think it's right. Either way, this is partially why I think we need more people.
Well, we're gonna need more people. This guy is so fast and powerful. I'd still like to know how he really got that chip out of that vial. But
And DB he's just like, I've been reviewing that as well. Going back over what happened just over and over again, I'm guessing that he's able to move so fast and in a short distance like he was, that he was able to do it so fast it looked like he didn't move at all. As far as getting the chip out of the container, that I'm still working on, but if he was able to pull the chip from the container standing where he was, he would have had to cover that distance so fast that we couldn't even see him move. And if that's the case, he can move much faster than Mach 2.
And the way he was with us, he'd probably have finished us if it weren't for Theo and Elias taking the shots at him.
Yeah, that was a pretty dangerous fight, but
it slowed him, but
there's
didn't stop him.
There's something that puzzles me about it, though. If he's able to move that fast and able to do what he was able to do, and he's a little apprehensive to say this, and he's like, he really should have killed all three of you. Why didn't he?
Well, he seems to know Elias.
It would have been nothing for him, and that's the part that scares me.
Yeah,
he could have wiped all three of you out with an instant. How?
Well, he knows Elias from somewhere. But
that's the part that puzzles me too. Is he seems to know Elias, but
he didn't say any
of
our other
from the future. Is he some not accomplice? Is he some former partner of Elias?
Or is he a future partner of Elias at some point?
DB almost in kind of like a sitting back kind of gesture and goes, "Well,
I don't know.
We've only known Elias for so long. We don't really entirely know his history, how many people he's been involved with, or if he has any enemies. I trust him enough to tell us the truth, but
what about the past
maybe it's
partner?
something he doesn't even know about.
Maybe somebody who got left behind on a mission?
There's so many possibilities. It's hard to say. One thing's for sure, though. He certainly has a grudge with Elias, and it seems to be personal.
Yes.
What about Theo, though? He's a strong one.
Yes. taught me focus. I use that too. He seems pretty good. A little apprehensive on his. What do they call them? Exos? That side of him. He seems to not fully acknowledge
Mhm.
it. Is
DB
that-
just kind of like he says softly. He goes, "Yeah, Theo has a kind of a human complex problem."
is that a
Question.
common thing?
So, and he kind of goes, "So, what I know about Theo is that in the beginning, when he was first resurrected as a guardian, he struggled to be convinced that he was an exo, and it caused him to end up needing to be what's known as the like exo reboot. I'm not
Is
really
that the number
familiar
behind
about
his name?
Nova might know more about than he is, but the point is that Theo struggles with understanding that he's an exo, and it's kind of led to a few problems with him, and it's partially why he's more focused in the Crucible. Is that it it's more of an outlet for him to release that I guess, is it frustration? Is it? I'm not sure what it is that
Or a
he.
distraction?
I'm not. I mean, he certainly. I mean, he gotta feel something, but it's like he's gotta. What's the word for it? He struggles to come to terms with who he is, but yet he's focused and determined, and he can turn that focus into incredible strength, especially on the battlefield.
Yes, which came in handy a lot.
Yeah, and I would almost attribute that to his Crucible focus. He's very well done.
Well, as long as he can still fight, and he's been okay with me, I'm fine with that. But should I have to worry about anything with him?
I don't
Like
think you have to
a
worry about anything
glitch?
with him specifically. It's just I kind of wonder about him too. I mean, Nova kind of explained to me a bit about his condition, how he's kind of struggled to get him back to pace, but Nova's done really good progress with him, and I trust Theo. I think he's proven to be a strong and capable comrade.
Yes, he has. At least this was a good mission part that we had. We found someone, we got data, we kicked some ass.
It's the little victories that we need right now. Even if we can feel good about this, I mean, it's something to feel good about.
Yes. Well, for now, let's get some rest.
All right. So, for brevity's sake, you finish up your meal and you head back to the apartment for a brief rest here. And Meg, I don't know if you're okay to speak again here, but
Yeah,
Kinda-
I should be fine.
all right. So we'll circle it back to you here. So, now you're back home. What would you like to do in the downtime that you have here?
Well, considering my gun did do a gem in that fight, I should probably check on that.
All right. So you kind of just sit down at home, you pull out your machine gun, and you start working on the jam, and Paradox will pop out and goes, I'm still working on the combat assessment.
Not
It's gonna-
Paradox.
I'm sorry, not Paradox. Nova. Sorry. It gets confusing. Shut up. Nova will step out, and he goes, well, we're still working on the combat analytics of everything. It's still going to take some time, and we're reviewing the data we pulled. There's a lot of information here. it's not necessarily useful at the moment. A lot of this stuff is junk. It's just talking about what this Genesis device does in practical terms, but we're not looking for practical terms. We're looking for what it does mechanically.
Hmm.
There's still a lot of data to sift through, so there's no reason to lose hope yet. Um, how are you doing though?
Well, I showed my face to another person, so not particularly good in my books.
Well, Theo, I know it's difficult to show your face to people. It's not something you like doing, but I don't think you should dwell on it too much. So what someone saw your face. It's not like it's the end of the world. It's not like, it's not like it was, broadcast over the Crucible or anything. It's not like everyone saw your face. It's just one person.
Still big enough deal for me. Don't like this accursed body of mine.
Theo, I know you don't look. We're we're not exactly given our choices in life when we're born, right? When the human baby is born, are they given a choice of how tall they are, what they look like, what they sound like? No one's really given a choice. But as you grow up, you learn to accept, how tall you'll be, how you'll sound like, what color your hair will be. So I think if you can kind of come to terms with that, I think you'll make some really, really big strides. I know you can be more than what you think you are. You have so much potential in you. And and Paradox kind of he kind of
Nova.
like he I'm sorry, I keep saying Paradox. Nova moves beside you and he's it's almost like kind of like he's like sitting beside you and goes, I don't like even the idea of agreeing with that thing, but what he said about you being so much more if you accepted what you are, as much as I hate admitting it, he is actually correct. I
I do not want to hear that from you.
I'm sorry. I won't say it again, but
Sorry, my temper let loose.
no, you're right. I believe in you. And I believe that you can be more than you are. I believe you can be stronger and even better than you are now. I don't think I'm wrong for feeling that way, and
Let's look over the data a bit more. In the morning, well, probably have to get a new weapon. And
yeah, we'll stop by Banshee to get your machine gun fixed. It should be a quick fix for him. And Nova will pull up a little display of information, and he just starts continuing to sift through it. And you two will just unless you had something you wanted to say, you guys will just kind of study quietly for next couple of hours.
I was going to say that possibly in the morning we can meet up with Amelia, since they seem to know a bit of about what I am. Maybe she can possibly assist in what other features I might have. At least the ones I know of.
Well, we can certainly go visit her. Um, I don't. Yeah, I. I guess I'm not. I mean, I know she's a mechanic, but I mean, she knows what. Well, I guess we'll talk to her, see. I guess exactly what she knows. I'm not even really sure what she all knows about, and he doesn't want to say. He doesn't want to say what you are. He just maybe she does know more about you. So yeah, I'll shoot a message over to Elias, see whoever he was working with to get her a place, and we'll swing by and go visit her before we take off to the reef.
Yes, it'll be better to get a good understanding of what I should be capable of.
Well, I think we both know you're quite capable of very amazing things, but maybe you need to tap into something greater.
That being the system, the computer.
Well, whatever that brief moment when you were able to target Godhand is moving as fast as he was, you were still able to hit him. You were able to calculate trajectory and speed at a higher rate than even I would be able to calculate.
That would kind of make me pause. That's so.
And Nova will turn to you and goes, I can't calculate the speed at which he was able to move and be able to do that in such a fast way to be able to produce a shot like that. You did that faster than I could have. And that's why I believe in you. Because I see that you can do it. We'll keep working on this and we'll figure this out with Amelia or whoever I guess can give us some more light on this. But and he kind of leans into and goes, we will work this out.
Agreed. And hopefully, I'll have that same belief in myself as well.
And he just kind of Nova will just kind of nudge you a little bit. Goes, you just have to find that belief in yourself. I know it's there because I believe in you. And he kind of like he's trying to cheer you up a little bit, and he's just kind of like, come on, man, you got this. You're right on it. And you guys will just take some time and continue to study the data. On that note, we'll actually end tonight's session here, and we'll get everything ready for next time.
Will be the 19th.
So we'll do.
I was gonna say, or we could continue until we at least reach the reef and then end it there.
Well, I don't have everything ready for that, so that's why we'll do that in the next week because
Time to fly by the handle.
yeah, but I need some stuff ready for that. So
I know, I'm chatting with you.
yeah, but yeah, so it'll be not next week, but the week after. So it'll be the 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So that way, then we won't have to worry about holidays for next time because I might end up leaving town for Christmas. So I don't know yet. That's kind of still up in the air depending on how my work schedule is. So I might be leaving town for Christmas. So yeah, it'd be good. At least this way we'll do D&D before Christmas. We'll have the week off thereafter, and then we'll come back after New Year.
Yeah. That works.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and then probably by then just spoiler, we may or may not have some additional players coming into the game. So just letting our lovely little one fan out there, Nick's like, hey, we might have some more people coming in to come play the game here with us. So
You paying
More
attention,
insanity.
girl?
even more craziness and insanity. So
The entire conversation about the server still fucking makes me laugh.
but so
Just writing
Yeah,
stuff
ne-
down.
going into 2022, like, I
my
would
God.
love for this to continue to grow, to for more players, more more stuff. If I can find like some good artists that can commission some art, I would gladly get some art commissioned for this stuff, just because I want to put more into this project. It's just I don't have the I don't
Well-
have the people that I can call on for these sorts of things. I don't know who to go to for that, so
And also find
I'm
ones
always
who,
looking, but
who can draw like Destiny style the characters.
yeah, like
themselves, too,
I've
so it's
I've
like-
looked at different artists and such, like just looking around to see if there's anyone I can commission to make stuff, but I haven't really found anyone that I necessarily like so far. But
I mean, there's kind of what our characters look like right on my screen, but they're
yeah,
really
and
tiny.
well,
and cut
that's
off,
fine.
you know?
But like I'm more like looking like for like villain art and like
yeah,
I'd like some like character art would be really cool for you guys too. But like
Oh.
I'm more like I'd like to see like some monster art or some like
I'd
villain
still-
art.
that's still like a little comic stream, comic little.
Oh
Thing.
yeah, like I'd
of,
still want I'd like
Rorschach painting.
animatics, and I'd love like some some of our funny moments.
Yeah, I
Sure.
want that Rorschach
Something
painting one.
I would probably recommend is going on the Destiny subreddit.
That's where I was looking at some of the artists I found.
But no,
As I went
just
through the
create a
subreddit.
post and asked if there's anybody that they would recommend for art for a Dungeon and Destiny campaign.
hmm Yeah, that's the thing is like actually putting up posts and like a lot of that stuff. That's something I have to do.
Yeah.
Turn that on.
Yeah, it's
I
just-
want to point out
it's-
this entire time I've still been playing Power Wash Simulator.
I'm not at all surprised.
Am I gonna have to get this and just come in
Like
here and play
even
too,
during
just for the?
like entire fight, I was sitting here going, fun.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to buy this game just to play it. Ugh. I have a
Dude,
real
please do
pressure
it.
washer. I don't need to go play a game.
I use a pressure washer at work.
Yeah, so I should have
And he
gathered.
owns it.
Yeah, It's like, oh my god,
One of us.
one of us. I'll think about it in the next 5 minutes.
That means he's gonna buy it.
Shut up.
No,
Maybe.
he's just gonna
Maybe.
sit there looking at it, just like his fingers, just like he's just like cross like no.
Oh, shut up! I
Can't
did
do
that
it.
yesterday with you guys. I was sitting there the whole time. Should I?
It's like
And then just drop in and say hi. What's up?
I'll just contact the wife. Hey, go in there and press the quick button on his mouse.
Oh,
For me.
shit.
Just press it.
just
Yeah,
click buy. Buy
Yeah.
buy buy.
Yeah. Sure. But anyway, we'll end it here. Anybody got anything to plug other than links are in the description? Dave does his streaming. You do it on
Yep,
Mondays.
still doing
and-
Mass Effect Mondays. We are
Yes.
on Mass Effect Andromeda. We are on the final game. So
It's interesting
come
watching.
hang out. Come hang out. I'm just casually playing the hell out of the game. I'm gonna try and finish this little series up here before the end of the year. So one way or another, I'm gonna finish Andromeda on these Mondays before we finish out 2021.
Visor, Migu, anything you want?
I don't
No?
know.
Okay, shut up.
I mean, I don't have really anything to plug besides that. I run my own campaigns, two. One that's named Saviors of Nausea, and another called Superhero Support Service.
Are
these
campaigns on Twitch?
Oh,
I don't stream because I'm too
Aw.
too shy.
Okay, that's it. He's
I
gonna
also
Well,
have no
that's
clue
what
on
you're
how to
here
set
for. Is
streams.
we're gonna break you out of that shell with us, and you're gonna be okay.
See,
I also
I'm
have
the
no
one-
clue on how to stream, so
Hey, Migu, like I'm streaming it, I'm handling it for Dave, myself and all of you, just so that way we can.
Yeah.
My channel, really, I don't consider it mine anymore. I consider it ours because this is a chance for all of us to do something together, and I'm having fun now because it's great. I mean, this is cool. So if any time we can try and set you up if you feel comfortable. I'm not going to push you into anything, but that's how it works. We're just going to go with the flow of things.
People.
Yeah. Migu brings it all in, not any of us. We're just sitting there going, what did we do?
I mean, listen, like, do you know how like nervous I probably would get if I saw like our view count go from 3 to 100?
Oh my god.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I already get nervous, like, just doing this for the little audience that we have here, and if our audience just exploded, like, yeah, like, that's a lot of pressure, but
Okay.
I'm comfortable with that. Like, like I said, in my past, I've no problem public speaking. I have no issues with any of that kind of stuff. Like, I'm
But
okay
to
with
a
it.
limited group.
Well, it's like
No, like even to strangers. Like, I have no issue public speaking. That's fine to me. It's just like, yeah, I want this. I want everything here to go well. I want it to for everyone to like it, and to be obviously, but I want people to enjoy what we do here and the content we create, and I mean, not just for the lulls and everything, but for the storytelling we're trying to do here too.
Yeah, I mean, I got these. I keep them in a playlist on YouTube so that anybody wants to, they can go back and start at the beginning or wherever they left off or catching up, or if they want to see Rorschach painting, over there.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna keep bringing that one up because it's so good. It was great. Come on.
I mean, it's by far your favorite moment of this entire campaign so far.
And I mean, the second is still the box dancing. Dance it, make it dance.
Okay, hold on. Mine was locked. I had no opportunity to open it. Yours had rubble. You had the chance to get out.
Yes, and I was.
But Visor, you understand, it's just the visual image of the box
I know.
shaking in anger that is so hilarious because it's the
Oh, I know.
I want a little comic book strip of my own, just of that moment where my head, get a recording of this, and him yelling, "Get me out of here!"
You were still trapped in your box. You
Yeah.
hadn't gotten out yet.
Yeah,
No, I
you
just
were
had my
looking
hand.
through the peephole
was-
in your box, seeing the box. Get me out of this fucking box!
Yeah, and I just got my hand up through the hole that DB made, pointing in a random direction. Get a recording of this, because I can't.
You're
see
like
him.
you're peeking through the hole in your box, like, look at this, get this recording.
Let me
yeah.
out. Let me out.
Yeah, it's yeah. So yeah, you can see our dumbassery goes on for a moment. But no, yeah. Links are down below. Migu, are those links that you can get to those things or those?
Sadly, no, because it's just in a different Discord that I go
Oh,
in.
okay. No, I kind of figured, but I figure if anybody has any questions, I can shoot them to you if they do come up. So that way we'll figure it out. Because eventually this Discord will maybe open up, but we will have a private section for our sessions, and then everybody else can join in. But just generally ask in a general question area or something like that. But that's
Yeah.
eventually. Right now, it's just us and ours. We're going to be hopefully adding more in. And right now, it's just the 4 admins, us, because we're the 4 main characters right now. Especially our illustrious deity, god, hero of DM right now is Dave. So it's just really 3 players, and Dave's the god here. He's god hand. Oh,
Don't let it go to his head.
too late. He's too fast for us.
It's already too late.
Oh shit! There it is. See, I knew it. I knew it. It's him, man. But anyway, we'll see y'all.
Billy, man, it's game over, man.
All right. We'll see y'all probably on the 19th.
Am
unless
I
some-
the abyss,
Oh, shit.
or did I stare into it?
Oh my god. We're all dead. I'm just gonna have road rash again. But anyway, we'll see y'all the
All right.
19th.
Thank you, everyone.